Hello and welcome to today's edition of Daf Yomi. Now we're doing Daf 60 Omid A of Nazir. So let's dive straight in. So it says, the sage taught, in what case is a statement of the mission said, with regard to a short Nazirite of 30 days, however with regard to a Nazirite of a year, he partakes of sacrificial food only after 2 years. So what's the footnote there? Aval bin Zivas Bashan Rachulu. However, with regard to a Nazirite of a year, etc., if a person who vowed a year-long term of Naziriteship may have contracted both leprosy and impurity makot at the beginning of the term of Naziriteship, or if he may have contracted leprosy at the start of his term and contracted impurity makot at the end of the year, his halacha is as follows: he counts 7 days, and is sprinkled with water purification on the 3rd and 7th days. He does not shave on the 7th day. He may not drink wine or become impure to bury a corpse until 4 years have elapsed, although he may partake of offerings after 2 years. Ravid holds that in certain cases he does not have to wait the full 4 years, but only 3 and a little more. Rabbi Sefer 10:1. See the Kesef Mishnah there. He cannot shave until a year has passed in case he is not a leper. He may shave the second time only a year later, in case he was impure during the first year and the second year was Nazirite of the impurity. On this stage, he may partake of sacrificial meat, for if he was a full-fledged leper, he has shaved twice. Yet, if the first year shaving were for his leprosy, he has not shaved for his Nazirite at all, and therefore he must observe a 3rd year of Nazirite and shave. He then must observe another year of Nazirite and shave again, as perhaps his 3rd shaving was for impurity, and the 4th will be his Nazirite impurity, and consequently he may drink wine and become impure from the dead only after 4 years. And it is taught with regard to the halach of the Mishnah in Tosefta 6:1, and he shaved with 4 separate acts of shaving, each time for its own reason. So what's the footnote? If a person who vowed a year-long term of Nazirite may have contracted both leprosy and impurity from a corpse, he shaves for the first time after a year, on which occasion he removes all his hair, as is required of a leper, and performs the purification ritual of a regular leper, involving seder, wood, and 2 birds. If it turned out that he was neither impure nor a leper, he shaved him at the end of his pure Nazirite. But if he was a leper, it counts as the first shaving of purification from leprosy. He proceeds to wait another year before shaving for his leprosy for the second time. He cannot shave after the first 7 days in case he was not a leper, but was impure, and he is therefore prohibited to shave throughout the second year due to his Nazirite. After these 2 acts of shaving, he is certainly purified for his leprosy, and therefore he may partake of offerings. He subsequently observed Nazirite for another year, at which point he shaved for the 3rd time in case he was a leper in the 1st year, which would mean that he did not fulfill his Nazirite in the 1st or 2nd year, as he had not yet been purified from his leprosy. Consequently, the 3rd shaving was for Nazirite of purity. However, it remains possible that he was impure from a corpse, as well as a leper in the 1st year, and his first 2 shavings were for his purification from leprosy. That means that the 3rd shaving is for his Nazirite of purity, and he must therefore remain in Nazirite for another year. Only after he shaves at the conclusion of this period, he may drink wine. That's the Rambam Sefer 10:2. How so? For his first shaving after the 30 days of an unspecified Nazirite, or at the end of the period he vowed to observe Nazirite, he brings 2 birds of a leper. One is slaughtered over spring water, and the other is sent away, and that's from Leviticus 14:4-7. There's also a footnote there. How does this uncertain Nazirite bring his offerings? If he was wealthy, he must legally transfer ownership of his property to someone else, so that he can bring the offering of a poor leper. He then brings a bird sin offering and an animal burnt offering of his first 3 shavings. He sacrifices the 3 animals that constitute the conclusion of Nazirite of purity at his 4th shaving. With regard to the 3 bird sin offerings that he brings for his first 3 shavings, the first is for his uncertain impurity, the second for his uncertain leprosy, And the third is in case he was a definite leper, and must also bring an offering for his impurity. These sin offerings brought due to uncertainty are not eaten. As for the burnt offerings, he stipulates that each of the first 3 shavings, that if he is obligated to bring them, they are for his nazirate of purity, and if not, they should be considered gift offerings. When he brings these offerings of purity at the 4th shaving, he stipulates with regard to the burnt offering that if he is obligated to bring this offering, then this is for his obligation, but if not, it should be for a gift offering. The condition is as follows: if I was impure, the first burnt offering is voluntary, and this is for my obligation. If I was a full-fledged leper, the first burnt offering is for my leprosy. This is for my nazirate obligation, and the two middle ones offer a gift offering. Finally, if I was pure and a leper, one of the first 2 burnt offerings is for my obligation as a leper, and the other is for my nazirate, while the 3rd and 4th are voluntary. The Rav for a different explanation of the Gemara and Rambam say Farhach and Nazir 10:4-8. And see the case of the Mishnah there. For shaving an impure nazirate, as he may have contracted impurity from a corpse, and an animal burnt offering for shaving of purity, as he may not have contracted impurity from a corpse. For his 2nd shaving, he brings a bird sin offering and an animal burnt offering. With 3rd shaving, he again brings a bird sin offering and an animal burnt offering. And for the 4th shaving, he brings an offering of purity. The Gemara analyzes the decent reason for this halacha. You said in this brayta that for the 1st shaving, he brings 2 birds of a leper, as well as a bird sin offering and an animal burnt offering. The Gemara explains, in this manner he brings the proper offerings, whichever way you look at it, as if his status as a leper is definite, and he is not impure. The bird he brings offer his obligation to purify himself from leprosy. And as the bird sin offering, in case he was impure but due to uncertainty, he goes to burial, like all bird sin offerings sacrificed in a case of uncertainty, which cannot be eaten. And the bird burnt offering that he brought in case he was impure, an impure nazirate is a gift offering. The Gemara further explains, but it is not possible to shave him right after 7 days, as one usually does when purified from leprosy, or perhaps he is not a confirmed leper and has no obligation to shave, but is bound by the nazirate vow. And the merciful one says, no rain shall come upon his head until the days are fulfilled, in which he consecrates himself to the Lord. Number 6:5. The verse teaches that he cannot shave until the end of his nazirate. Therefore, he shaves only after 30 days. The Gemara continues to clarify the various uncertainties concerning the 1st shaving. And if he is not a definite leper, but he is impure from a corpse, the bird sin offering is for his obligation as an impure nazirate, and there is no problem with the unnecessary rituals of leper's birds, as they perform outside the temple. And I'm not sure it's a prohibition against bringing non-sacred birds into the temple courtyard. Therefore, the slaughter of one of the birds outside the temple is not transgression, and the animal burnt offering is considered a gift offering. And if he is neither a leper nor impure, he has also acted correctly, as the birds are performed outside the temple, which means no transgression is committed. When the bird sin offering of uncertain necessity goes to burial, and the animal burnt offering is for its obligation, like any nazirite, but it's a nazirate. The Gemara asks, but isn't a leper required to bring a guilt offering? The guilt offering and burnt offering are not indispensable for the shaving of impurity or for the purification of a leper. The halacha is not in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Shimon, and one may stipulate that this is a voluntary offering. Rather, the halacha follows the opinion of the rabbis, who permit one to shorten the time before the invalidation of an offering, as stated in the Jewish Talmud. And say Nazir 10:8 to complete the term and permit him to partake of sacrificial food. The Gemara answers, this ruling is according to the opinion of Rabbi Shimon, who said that one may bring a guilt offering as stipulated as follows: if I am obligated to bring this offering, then it is for my obligation. If not, it should be a voluntary peace offering. For the 2nd and 3rd shaving, he does not need to bring birds again, as he already performed this ritual. What is a potential concern? That perhaps he was previously a confirmed leper of definite status. For this reason, one of the bird sin offerings he brings on the 2nd shaving is for the days of his counting when his status was uncertain. Of the purification from leper, he counts 7 days, or 30 days in this case due to the uncertainty, and he brings a sin offering. And the one sin offering he brings at his 3rd shaving is for his uncertain impurity. If it was a leper, the offerings he brought on the previous occasion were for the purification of his leprosy, not his Nazirite. This means that if he was impure, he is still required to bring a sin offering for his impurity as a Nazirite. Furthermore, the animal burnt offerings he brings for the second and third shavings are for his Naziriteship of purity. For his fourth shaving, he brings an offering of purity and stipulates as follows. That's the end of Omid A. Thank you for listening and take care. All the best. Bye.